pulling back a little bit on this earnings report, but it's had an earnings hub. I'm like, oh wait, this company reported. I haven't looked at them in a while, and like I can pull up a chart.
Let me actually fix this.
Minute 20 until the opening bell here. We got Joshua.
Coming fast, geez.
Yeah, I know we got Joshua up here. As always, live trading. Live call-outs will be the main portion of the show. If anybody's got a trade or anything, they jump straight in, and we just kind of rotate the conversation around that. And we'll have some market analysis talk all throughout the morning, throughout the entire day, but of course on the live trading stuff. If you do have a call-out, jump in, and we'll just we'll pause, let you get it out there, and hey, maybe somebody's got some confluence for you or some thoughts around it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I feel like Joshua's going to drop a banger for me today.
Joshua's nasty with it, I'm not going to lie. I've been watching Joshua. You're pretty good with it, bro. You're nasty.
Yeah, this is the Halliburton in the fourth quarter.
60% retracement of this range, unlike the pre-market, is 141. I'm expecting a little bit of a morning dip to come retest some of these areas we just ripped from.
Open up the markets, let me in.
Yeah, let them in. MQ trade last night?
Ding, 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 ding. I had a little short on. I ended up getting stuffed out for break-even.
Guys, him's opening into a gap down right into that gap. So I guess they swept out liquidity.
The opening tick is minus 974.
Oh, crush it.
So that is a potential indication of a downtrend day. I mean, that's what it was yesterday, and it didn't happen until the back half of the session. But
this is facts.
Dude, I can't believe I missed that. I was so sad.
Yeah, that was what I said yesterday. I was like, I just grabbed onto the caboose of that with one hand and just rode it down.
Dude, it's crazy because that 590.60 level I was talking about, and if you draw the trend line on SPY yesterday, it hit right at 105, and then it just closed right underneath of it the next candle, and then it was just a free fall. And I was like, damn, I would have hit that 9 times out of 10. And I was just watching SPY bleed as I was loading up 3 kids and 2 doodles in my car to get out of the house. I was so upset. Vol D opened up slightly negative.
So I do see Tesla broke out of the range for them at 333.43. The next low I see, if to take any, is going to be with the daily fair value gap, but it sits at 325.32. That takes us back to February 11th. It's just a supported sell-side liquidity that's been traded through early with inefficiency. So that's where I'll be looking if you fail this.
Yeah, I got that marked too.
On what? On Tesla or on?
This is Tesla.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Microsoft with a strong open. Palantir just ripped 2.5% to the upside. And Google had another pre-market run up again. It's up 2%.
Boom.
Google's been doing that like repeatedly almost every morning.
Yeah, Google's been doing well since that.
That day that it fell off a cliff.
Yeah, that too.
And once it finally bounced, it just bounced hard. Let's see. I mean, SPY and Q's opened up flat. SPY went down and hit 580, targeted perfectly. Pre-market hit it to the penny and just back to the same spot it was.
So I got a big buy long-term target at 47 on HIMS. 47 is a big spot to watch for. I'm going to be a buyer there.
CRWV downside. Yeah.
Is that a core weave?
Yeah.
Yeah, core weave.
Someone put out an interesting post on that. That really that they don't really have a whole lot to stand on. I thought it was interesting. It's worth a read. And then, I mean, part of this is mechanical too. It's like it's a really low float. It's almost. Wait, I almost want to short that thing. RSI is at 85.
Oscar, big buy zone here at 1430.
Oscar. It's in a gap.
The Qs look like they're going to collapse through fair value. Or just the range we had on March 3rd. Just with that huge wave to sweep out buy-side liquidity, sitting at 522.09, I think it's, pretty probable to believe that we may see lower lows today.
I know M's liking that talk. M's loving that.
We pushed up and filled the gap from the overnight close. So like yesterday's close to today's open. I look at that gap obviously a lot. We filled that gap immediately, which I like because it takes that off the board for the upside move. So I'm hoping it's just crushed. The SPY's back under previous day's low, which is obviously very bearish.
Yep.
See if
All right.
QQQ gets
These
there.
core weave contracts, the options chain, are stupid, but I tried puts for next week just to see how they move. But they're so expensive, and you got to go far out of the money, and the bid-ask spread is a little wonky.
Do you see, remember those Palantir puts we took at like the literal high?
Yeah.
Jizz.
Yeah. But it went under 120 yesterday on that dump.
Yeah, that was full target. I can't remember what I closed those out at.
I know, and my Carnival 22 puts went in the money, so I closed those. I closed Tesla yesterday morning because it chopped for so long, and then I saw that dump. Oh, I was so freaking pissed.
Where's Bitcoin at? Ooh, almost 112.
Q is trying to get some life here.
Yeah, Microsoft's strong.
VIX over 20, 21, 21.
Those VXX calls I took the other day are flying.
Yeah, that was a great trade.
I'm currently still in some SPY puts. I'm in 570s for June. It hit 790 this morning for my 620 entry. They're currently at 770. So I'm up $110, $150 per contract right here. But I'm still looking for SPY to hold underneath 583. This was the spot yesterday that I was watching for that dump. If it continues to hold under 583, I want to get that moved down to 580. And underneath that, I think we can really start to see some good downside pressure come in on SPY. And I mean, the daily 21's at 573, go down to 567.50 on SPY. So that's why I'm getting a little bit of time with these June puts. If we really start to pull back either the next 2 days or even for next week, that's fine. But I would like to see a pullback overall on the market.
Yeah, if we lose this area right here on NQ, like 150 to 155.
140.
Yeah, we are dropping. I'm ready to short right now. I'm just watching it.
Yeah, I'm sitting on my fingers.
I'm up $50 per contract gain on these core weaves. I'm going to see if I can get a trim off here.
Very nice.
Will Maple be on today?
He should.
Okay.
So.
I just don't know. I see how he says MNQ CPC 10-minute risk, and I just don't know what CBC means.
Oh, I got you.
Candle by candle.
Candle by candle method.
So Right now, it would be bearish.
So you would say bearish 10-minute or a CBC, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's an indicator that he uses.
Oh, got
if
it.
you don't have it. So if you go to TradingView
Ooh.
and if you type in CBC flip, I got it pulled up right here. Let me go to about this script. It's a CBC script, and the creator is Asia Rue. Let me see. It says, ooh, NVIDIA.
I actually forgot that indicator existed.
Yeah.
So basically, you don't have to have the indicator. Obviously, it just makes it easier. But
Yeah.
essentially, it's like, does the 10-minute close above or below the previous candle, and that gives you your direction.
Mm-hmm.
Got
The number on TradingView for the views is 14,535. If you read the description, the first sentence of the indicator says, this indicator for candle by candle CBC flip strategy as created by Maple Stacks. So it should be called CBC flip by Asia Rue. That is the one that Maple had created into an indicator for his method.
BK. Good morning. Good morning. That opening tick, we going down?
Oh, we could get trend at 974 negative.
Got a trim up on CoreWeave here for $60 per contract gain. I'm going to move stop to entry.
Damn it, dude. I'm sitting there looking at that with you and just let you make money instead of me.
Dang it.
Google's your outlying strength again today.
Microsoft.
MSTR, of course, going with Bitcoin new all-time highs.
Got data in 4 minutes.
Ooh,
4.5.
thank you. Forgot about that.
PMI?
Yeah.
Yep. PMI flash.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to be a buyer on him when we get to 47 there.
Yo, Bishop swung him's puts.
Oh, what a G.
He did. I saw it. He swung like right before the close yesterday. He swung 55 puts for June 20th.
That's amazing. He's
I think
stoked.
he bought them for like $5, and I think they gotta be up.
Let me
They're
check
like
that
75%.
I really want to get in a short, but it's a trappy zone here.
Yeah, right before data too. A little sketchy.
Yep, here we go. Pushing higher.
Morning, Frank. Morning, BK.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good
What's up, Uncle
morning.
Frank? Hey.
By the way, Frank, I apologize. I wanted to be on your spaces so bad the other night, but I got thrown into some building of
I'm in my grandpa phase. If it's 10:30, it's too late. If it's even 9:30, it's too late. I'm sorry.
Okay, so Jordan.
I'm here.
Sam is Sam in Puerto Rico?
Sam is in Puerto Rico in the other room asleep right now.
Oh, so what time is it right now?
It is 9:42.
Okay, so it's the same here. So
I
this
looked
We're
dude,
on Atlantic time.
Oh, yes, he called you at 11:30?
So
kid
no,
doesn't have a
I
time
wish.
zone.
I wish it was 11:30. This dude sent me a text message at 1 a.m. asking if
Yeah.
he was like, I know it's late. Are you available for a quick call? I woke up at like 8 o'clock in the morning. I was like, who the fuck thought
He
I was
asked
going
me.
to wake
We were
up to
up.
that text?
We were up, and he's like, "I need to get a hold of Casey. You think he's up?" I'm like, "Worth a shot. Go ahead."
Dude, at 1 a.m.
Yeah, bro. No, he stays up till 4 or 5 every night, and then I'm the one that gets up early. So it's like, dude, like somebody's always up and
Dude,
working.
I put my kids down for bed at 8. I'm in bed myself at 9:30. The only time I get up is if one of them potentially wakes up,
so
and then
funny.
I trade the freaking overnight session on futures for like an hour. But like other than that, like after 9:30, yeah.
I told him, I'm like, he's probably sleeping his kids, but you can shoot him a text and see. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, we're up late and up early.
Yeah, he goes to sleep at like 4 a.m. and wakes up at like 11.
He does.
That used to be me for the longest time.
I gotta say, I'm having the best time just being in the wolf den with all the boys and working and just living out here. I'm very blessed.
Very nice.
Tesla, what's she doing? She's trying.
They know though if they're sending me a text like past 9 o'clock, I'm probably.
Oh, I know. Even if Evan's awake, he's just not gonna answer. He's going to bed. Like he'll text back in the morning.
UNH is getting a decent recovery here. It's getting.
Evan, how's New York?
Green
It's
candle
nice.
open.
Everything good?
My,
good.
my body wakes me up at like 5:36 though. I'm fucking dead at like 9.
It's cooked. It's over it.
That's what happens when you buy Skechers.
Hey guys, I just noticed one thing here on the Qs. We could see this Asian range, the Asian range of accumulation. Maybe what we got below March 3rd could be manipulation. We could be loading for distribution.
I am in line with that completely.
I'm
still
Yeah, I'm waiting for this data.
Coming out. Sorry to jump in. The data's coming out right now. There's
Got it.
Right now.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, big
the
time.
Dom's going crazy.
So we got.
The Dom.
Come on, where's the headline?
PMI flash composite 52.1 versus 50.6.
Who?
58.3 versus 50.2.
Shit. I'm just still waiting for a trade. I mean, I don't see anything right now, so. What just happened to my phone? Damn, dude. Everything's like going off. Okay, so they can't break above here. This 200 level is going to be a big spot, 21,200. See where we're at on Qs. So we're rejecting around 514. Got a lot of wicks in this area. Look at this. So there's definitely some downside to be had there. I'm going to be watching for shorts. I think that's what we're going to look at. But if that changes, I will be ready to go long. Oh, UNH just got a big spike. 292 to 303.
What is going on? There's still all the PMI price indexes were higher in this reading.
About to get in a short.
Morning accumulation on a lower time frame. Got 10 o'clock in 13 minutes.
Yeah, it's messing with me. I see a 5-minute fair value for MNQ that we have. We totally ran it for 21,149 to 21,353. And then I see an inverse fair value gap pre-market that we also swept. So this totally looks like bullish price action, but these wicks are really just not attractive.
Yeah.
I know ICT said wait for the 9:30 opening candle or opening for value gap. So if I can't find anything, I'm gonna wait till then.
We're actually
Yeah, even on 5, I'm just like, what is this?
it's all right. We'll get some clicks.
Projection.
Very nice.
Just looking for a move back down, get a candle close under previous day low. See if we can go hit that pre-market low near 580. Under that, we'll start the drippy drip. But if it pushes back above 583, breaks that lower high trend line around 583.75, then I'll probably push back up to 585.
I just took a short starter.
Let's go.
NQ 170.
SPY and ES look a tad bit weaker than Qs. I like all those upper wicks on QQQ 5-minute, where SPY is still rejecting 583. Vol D has been selling all morning. Vol DQ is sitting right at the zero line. It's just going right above it, right below it.
Weird sense keeping in the back of the guy's head, but maybe actually bullish for the fractal time frame. I heard it's 15 minutes in between everything. And from pre-market into the that we have now, you zoom out for the 15, it's an inverse for value gap. And this previous candle had literally
Still respecting that.
exactly. So we could be seeing a bullish candle, bull channel or a bull wedge into this 15-minute inverse for value gap. Or we just run it and I get stopped out. But that's my first thought.
Yeah, Google is Googling.
Is she?
Yeah, same thing this morning. I was like, it always has that pre-market.
Oh,
run.
yeah,
that
look at
thing
that.
is ripped.
Nice.
What the hell?
What the hell?
What the hell? There gone, son. Although 175 is a big area of resistance. 175 to 176.45.
Order filled. Order filled.
Oh, who's shorting the shit out of this thing?
Watch out for these buy side highs that come into play on the internal. This
Or someone buying it?
6.
That was me selling it, actually, but not shorting it.
Yeah.
Okay.
583 again.
Yeah, they're trying to push higher.
Now let's rip it into these guys here.
Yeah, we're gonna have to clear them if we're gonna make any high. I'm like nervous.
9 minutes till.
I'm starting short.
Get UNH. Going green. What a comeback.
Damn. I didn't mean to do that.
All right, I got stopped on that one. I'm gonna try again at 230s.
So the tick is
Yeah, what was it?
not crossed above the zero line. The opening tick
Yeah.
was minus 974.
Oh.
And at 9.
One second, I have to take this call.
pre-market high. I like the idea for the short right here. Apple's doing nothing. You want to talk about one of the ugliest daily charts on a stock right now? Go to Apple.
Shit.
That is just a disgusting. Like, what is that price action?
That's the price action that you get when someone's scared that their company's going to be fully disrupted. This is the Johnny I of OpenAI.
Watch this 850 on SPX.
Tech is very, very strong. The tick just hit the zero line and rejected again, but fixed is also dumping at the same time right here. SPY's above that trend line and it hit that 583.75, so it's above 583. Let's see if we get a pullback.
Watch out, more data in 4 minutes, by the way.
Thank you. So far, this looks very, very classic on a higher time frame. We have been accumulating on a 4 hour since last Wednesday. Sideways price action. How do the markets move? Accumulation, manipulation, distribution. We never got any clear manipulation at the highs, and we cannot reverse trend. Market cannot reverse trend from just a consolidation phase without putting in that manipulation leg.
Right.
So this first move down, to me, is the manipulation to the downside to go higher into daily buy side all the way to 562.25 that we almost saw yesterday. Whether or not that happens today, don't know. But this is very, very clear on a higher time frame for me so far.
What he said.
Looking good. I am quite bullish today.
Yeah, I got in on the 15-minute inverse fair value gap. Here, and if we close above here on MNQ, we're gonna, holy crap, see that candle?
Oh yeah, look at that big data candle.
So we just cleared change state of delivery. We made a 15-minute fair value gap where we will in 2.5 minutes. So I'm only seeing the 15-minute inverse fair value that you called out, Jordan. So, I mean, because that was my DOL. And from there, I will just be playing 2 contracts a piece.
That's perfect. I love it. Sounds great.
Gang, gang.
Good job, brother. Again, I'm all for this market wanting to turn around and get some downside, but when the chart is telling me that just doesn't make sense, I gotta think the other way. But I would like to be bearish. I've tried to be bearish so many times, but this market just keeps telling me not to. So we're gonna have.
I'm still watching.
I mean, basically that wick
If you want to come to the light side, and go bullish, I got some 2x long ETFs that could check.
Bang, let's go.
Hit him, Evan.
ROBN 2x Robinhood question.
Oh my gosh, such a banger lately. Wow.
Robin.
Yeah, if you're holding Robin, you're just loving life right now. Jeez.
You're just robbing that money.
Yeah, you're just robbing them. It's awesome. Yeah, this might be a freight train today, guys.
Fuck your opening tick.
Remy.
We're bullish. It's not a direction. It's whether or not you're going to get trendy price action or choppy.
Yeah, definitely don't let the direction of the tick persuade you on position taking because it's irrelevant.
Yeah, you guys know I have no idea what I'm talking about.
SPY looks like it's going to set up for the same price action yesterday. So you had the dip pre-market, you had the recovery, you had the pop, you had the run all the way until 10 a.m. to push higher. It pulled back and then pushed higher after that, and then we sold off. SPY, pre-market dip, pop back up. We're at 10 a.m. We're pushing higher. So I would look for SPY to reject between right here and 585.
Short against 300 to
Yeah.
get over this, then I got to.
This is a short spot right here on SPY, right here at this zone up to 585. Pull it back down to 583. You're going to have a trend line again, same as yesterday, pre-market trend line, and then that dip. It's literally going to be like the exact same shit. The 200 EMA on SPY is at 584.89 on the 5 minute. They can pop up there, it'd be a hell of a sniper entry, but this starts the zone for a short spot.
The TTD daily flag is pretty tight. Looks like we are holding that 74.11 support. Possible breakout shortly, especially with Google. I guess Google's AI excitement rather than ad spend excitement, but they're a little bit similar. Macro.
Okay. If we break this 300 here, we're going to 360.
What stock is this? Is this NQ?
Sorry, NQ, yeah.
I'm here for it. Let's go.
It's a big spot right here.
Zone for QQQ is right here at like 516.67 up to 517.50. So it's kind of lining up at the same zone spot.
Yeah, this is big bearish hourly order flow here. He's tapped into a big bearish for value on the hourly, and this is also a pretty significant target for standard deviation that I had. So, but I'm personally have so much conviction for where I think the market's drawing towards on a higher time frame that I do think this can potentially all get ran, but we'll see.
Was a miss, declining 0.5% month over month, expecting up 2%.
I tried a small short here with my stop at high a day. I do want to turn it into a long on the dip. So it's just a short at this 300 level for a long lower. But if I could stop for 9 points, I mean, hey, it was a try.
All good, baby.
9-point try for a 30-point drop. So basically 3-1. Or a little bit over 3-1.
Power of three is such a powerful thing.
yeah.
You know, Josh, man.
Yeah.
It's just amazing, man. It simplifies things so much too. Market's just moving 3 ways. You identify it correctly. You're fucking cooking. That's it.
It's having perspective. I noticed that's part of the tough thing for me. I'll get caught up in like 1 or 5 minute order flow.
I got stopped.
You gotta zoom out. I know it's so hard, but when you do and you start aligning time frames instead of picking ones, when you go from making some money to just printing it, bro, it's
right.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I think it was when we found that 15-minute inverse fair value gap, because I was actually bearish. Like I was like, guys are probably gonna slam these lows.
Yeah.
I was like, let me zoom in, and I was
But when you're violating order flow like that, here's the thing: if we're extremely bearish, that should not be happening. It's just as simple as that. Like we should not be running through order flow like that, but we are.
I agree.
Extension happening.
Yeah, Microsoft is going for 460 here. Absolutely ripping face.
Yeah, this might be a freight train today, guys.
Like Microsoft weekly, Microsoft is almost at all-time highs.
It's right there.
Yeah.
So
I'm
those
starting
highs
to get
taken.
a little bit of it.
What about these highs? Next highs, I got 328 on NQ. Gotta take those. Cool.
Amazon, rippity doo dah.
Rippity doo dah.
Google hit the top of my zone.
Okay. Okay, second. I'll be right back.
No, you're not allowed.
Shit.
Tessie just hit 340. Microsoft just hit 360. Like a little overextension here, right at this spot on spine Qs. If you want to try short.
SPY is at 585 is really the big breakover point. NQ's trying to get over it right now on its point.
Yeah, I closed out my position. Today was a solid day for the funded account, actually.
Good job, bro. Love to hear it.
I'll trade speculatively with you guys, so I'll be sticking around for the day.
I like that. You got a few accounts on there. You're just you're like, hey, when I want to trade a little more, off
Yes,
the
sir.
chain, I'll go here. But when I want to be a little more disciplined, I go over here. I like that, bro.
Thank you, Bill.
I kind of want to do. I haven't really done that because I literally copy trade all my accounts together, which is amazing, obviously. But
Right.
I want to get I need to have a little more fuck around account. You know what I mean? Where I can kind
One of those is
play
helpful.
around and not worry about it as much and take some more speculative plays. But I can't. I'm too disciplined. I will not let myself do that with all my copy trading accounts together. That I'm like building. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I saw Jake Kev's video on how to copy trade. I'm on a MacBook, so
Dude.
figure it out. But so when
Me
I
too.
okay, like you have to tell me how to do it because I'm not able to figure
Okay,
it out.
so I'm only copy trading top set accounts. I'm not copy trading multiple platforms. So I will let you know. But I got a lot of sources to figure that out and what's the best. So I'll keep you posted on that and let you know.
All right, I'm on Apex, so that's probably why.
Gotcha. Yeah. I don't know. They don't have like an internal copy trader that allows you to do it within the platform, huh?
No, because I tried to go through it on TradeMate and it said something that HP has, Mac doesn't, and that's what it requires to copy. There's like a piece of data, and I was like, let's stick with it. I guess it would just make me, take good trades if I want to take them across a ton of accounts.
Yeah, I'll try and read up on that and figure that out. I know what I do know is on Top Step, and I think some other platforms that I'm not sure which ones, but I know other platforms do it. They have like a copy trader within it, so I don't even have to have an external platform within Top Step. I can put them together.
Oh, that's huge.
Which is it's huge. It's really nice. Tapping into 15-minute bearish for value here. We just swept.
Really?
We're trying to sweep these highs, but these are internal highs, and they're against
This is
what I think the draw on
the
liquidity.
dip buyer's coming in strong that I was worried about this morning.
Yeah. This is a significant high and could be a short spot, but for me, I have so much conviction on the draw on liquidity today that I don't care. I'm not going to ignore it completely. We're going to keep aware of it, but I do think all this gets ran. You have stacked gaps here, stacked imbalances. The next one starts at 458 and it's untapped. Unmitigated gaps need to get rebalanced too. So I think we still will run through this and see that.
This is a huge level, SPY daily right here, 585.
Yeah, this is a big spot for sure. You might see a little bit of at least short-term rejection, even if the higher time frame trend holds. I definitely think you could see a bit of rejection here. So be careful if you're
the 15
holding longs and on a scalping mindset. What's up?
The 15 is showing some rejection. I feel like we'll run through it, honestly, but they have to offer fair value to everybody.
I agree. I do think they run through it. Now, that's me kind of predicting. But, again, there's so much conviction on the draw today.
Or this is the perfect short setup and we all get squeezed out.
It's very true. The only thing that leads me to not think that here, Joshua, for me is because on an hourly and any time frame below that, we can see that we have some areas to watch out for. As soon as you bump up to a 4-hour, we just respected giant bullish order flow this morning that we dipped to. We have SMT with ES down there.
Yeah, I see.
On a higher time frame, and it's like, okay, do you see any order flow in between us and the highs right now?
No.
And the answer is no. And so for me, higher time frame, 4 hours, is telling me, well, if we're respecting this, where should we go sweep liquidity next? Has to be buy side for me. So that's kind of like trying to let the higher time frame tell me, but again, doesn't mean we can't see that short term dip.
Yeah, so we'd probably be in the discounted rank then of a Fibonacci going premium. Got it.
By the way, for the audience, Lux Algo, they have the price action concepts. Sorry, I was blanking on what it was called. The price action concepts is beautiful for kind of understanding what me and Joshua are talking about as well. It'll lay out.
All right, price action concepts is amazing.
Yeah, it'll lay out, like, it'll draw for value gaps for you. It'll draw breaks of structure, equilibrium, discount, premium zones, like everything. It's really cool, and I think we're gonna work on something and get my specific model going within some sort of indicator there, because that can
Short spot on SPY and TS.
I rejected what it had to.
Yep, 517.50 on QQQ, and then 585 top of zone, 200 EMA.
Hey, what do you have? June SPY. What do you have?
I have June 20th, 570 puts.
This is a big spot to watch out for.
We are still sitting up here slightly green. I am up $52 per contract.
Let's see how we respect order flow when we dip. We have plenty of gaps to rebalance to on a 5 minute here. If we're extremely bullish still, we're going to trade higher than this high. We should respect bullish order flow. Simple. I want to see a dip to that 228 and hold. If we're running through 200 even, it's not necessarily good, but we could go test that first presentation for value we made this morning. Hold that, reclaim and continue higher. I could see something like that. Make it not super perfect. Let's see here though. We did sweep this high.
Come on, crush it.
There is SMT at this high.
If you took the short there on SPY, I would be trimming some right here.
Yeah, that was an area to do it for sure.
That was the spot right there. The tick went to the zero line, went above it, and closed right on it, and then sold it straight back down. Now it's minus 600 again.
Come on.
It's not like we called it out prior for that zone, but there we go. There's the Qs.
That's what I said. The last flip point was at 585.
Bullish for value.
2 minute hangyman, 3 minute wiki.
Trim
I
it,
want to
baby.
see this 5 minute get ran through though and go to the one and discount more in the lower time frame. Hold that. 228 to 201 needs to hold the hold. Expecting bearish order flow at those highs so far.
Let's go, SPY. That's the 9 EMA right there. That's a trim spot.
Good job, boys.
Now,
Oh, come on.
Yeah,
Q.
picking your spots on the scalps. That's beautiful. That was a nice rejection. Still respecting 5 minute bullish order flow. See if it flips.
that 9 EMA just tested 583.75, the level from earlier. So this is a bounce spot. So if you were short, that was a target downside. Hence why I said be trimming.
I will say, if I'm looking for my model short off this area, I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing the structure needed at all. We're respecting on the dip.
Well, we're trading into a 5 minute fair value gap here. Unless we completely close down and make it inverse, well, I'd probably consider downside.
Yeah, with you.
So this is good PA, not gonna lie.
Yeah, this is pretty clean PA. Liking it.
Why are my EMAs different than yours?
logarithmic charts.
Yeah.
Time frame are you on?
Yeah. Do you have? Let me make.
Is it a moving average or an EMA or an SMA or yeah?
Do you have extended hours or regular trading hours turned on? That's always the first one.
That's one,
I
yeah.
ask. I trade with extended hours.
All right, new 15-minute order flow created. Bullish. I want to see a tap into that.
Yeah, I'm watching
We're
here.
expecting 5 minutes as well. Tap into this will be 262. Still would like to see that 5-minute get tap that I mentioned at 228. That would be respecting both these on both time frame alignment. Still believe the draw for the market is higher. Tell them showing different, which can happen here. Again, for my accumulation, manipulation, distribution traders, you cannot distribute from an accumulation phase without that manipulation. And so if we haven't seen that at the highs, but now we're seeing that at the lows, what do we expect to get taken? Accumulation highs.
All right, there we go. Back to the pivot point. Now I'm back green on the dish.
Very nice.
I ran over on those first two tries.
About to come into the 9 EMA on the 5 here. Got really close there.
You could continue to get a nice little short-term dip.
How about that? That's a whole dollar rejection on SPY right there from that level.
It could go more too. Still higher time frame bullish for me though. Or would I be wrong? Let's see. Yeah, we'd have to drop basically the low day for me to be wrong. Guess running through first presentation would probably.
Yeah, we hit the midpoint of yesterday's range there on QQQ as well.
Ooh, what is that on NQ specifically?
Let's see.
That is, we may have hit it.
We just hit it. It was 316.
315, yeah. Should we hit 1075, 316, yeah.
Guess what my average is on the short?
Like 328.
316.50.
Oh, nice. Animal.
I have an indicator that's got the what do you call it? It takes previous day's range and automatically puts Fibonacci on it.
Nice.
I mean, Walmart's red, so I don't know why the market thinks it's going to be green today.
Walmart. By the way, Kim came on yesterday for, we were doing a Prospero chat. And
Did you tell her all the good things I said about Costco yesterday?
Well, we were deep diving into Costco a bit, and I was like, Kim, I have to do this because I'm not here, but we have to put in some comparisons on Walmart. I will say, according to Prospero, it looks better than Costco long term. So
I didn't need AI to tell me that. I'm just playing.
Walmart. But I will. But they said the short term, like everything for the short term, and like side of things for Costco as a company is like better at the moment. They are kind of two different fields, though. What's up again? Sorry.
Costco's drilling.
Oh,
yeah, it is. I was just pulled it up.
I'm just gonna be in Kim's DMs right now. Okay.
Maybe I should go in Kim's DMs because
I love the little battle you guys have going on. It's great.
Oh, I love messing with Kim about cost. It's so much. Meta printed a perfect hanging man there at Hive today, getting a nice pullback. Microsoft also rejected for 60. Like I said, it was
There we
a lot
go.
of reasons. Yeah, it was a lot of reasons to try the short there. Overextension, just hitting key areas across the board, not even just on SPY and Qs, but some of tech as well that was pushing. So I really liked it right there, risk to reward. But even if it's just for a scout back to the EMAs or put in a higher low, it was the spot to try it.
Right on the
Base
information.
pressure zone. What is Walmart doing? Someone put in the chat this morning they were up like 160% on Walmart puts. As much as it hurt my heart to cheer for them,
Wow.
that is awesome.
Didn't know you had communists in your server.
We're also short Costco at the same time, so it's okay.
There we go. All right. I'm taking my next trim here. This 230 area was yesterday's market low.
Bong.
Nice.
Bing bong.
All right, come on, hit the 21. I had a different EMA indicator. Okay, yes, that is awesome.
That is just that 5 minute I was looking for.
I'm long at 239.
Kick him. Yeah. Don't want to let bullishness in here. If it pulls back a little bit more, I think it actually is a pretty good long spot.
I'm pretty fucking bored, I can't lie. Take a change up.
We gotta have bulls though. We're a short split out.
Yeah,
ran over.
here we go. Come on. There it is. 21.
There's the VWAP and the 21 on SPY. That's a $2 drop from that level.
583. Boom. Straight back down, Benny B. That's $2. All SPY. What
Good
else?
job, boys.
Now I watch for the long. Right here on SPY. Go check those pools.
Yeah, I'm long.
Back up. Take me down to the Paradise City. Oh, take me down.
I have buys just below here at 212, 217.
There we go. Frank, did you sell anything up there at 300?
Yeah. I'm green, but just barely.
Yeah, I'm green now. I wasn't 20 minutes ago.
Okay. Yeah, I got an ad there at
I
16.
got a pretty long on that low there.
Fulfilled.
Come on, baby. Rip it.
Fulfilled.
Rip it.
SPY puts back up $100 per contract gain on that projection. Now watch for a bounce.
I do see 5 minute fair value.
Yeah, I'm green now.
And I do see
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
previous highs that we have at 21,
I
2,
just missed another purchase.
so that could be cool.
Where at, Josh?
Oh, go ahead.
What level was it, Josh?
5 minute and first fair value for NQ. I'm looking for 21,227. That's a fair value 5 minute, and then it's overlapping with a high this previous range that we had at 21,219. So that could act as fuel to push price back up into 15-minute fair value that we came from.
Yes, sir.
And Q needs to get over 248 now.
Right, I agree with you.
If we're extremely bullish, we should hold all this other stuff. If not,
I just got stopped at the bounce. That was quick.
Drill this puppy.
No.
Dump. Let's go. This is equilibrium and trend line right here on SPY from those previous lows. Come on, we break that. Previous day low order blocks at 81.8. After that, 580, baby. Come on.
Has to hold right here.
What a fucking snipe short.
Yeah, I'd be bearish if we're not able to hold because I don't have any PD arrays. The market's not giving me anything.
I'll be bearish under first presentation for value.
All right, so
Bearish when the day
SPY's
started.
previous day's low was broken today. That's a 75% probability of a red day. And we're at breaking right now.
Got it.
Edge pool says so.
I'll get that stat posted here in a sec.
The quantum stocks are all running.
Equilibrium trend line test there on SPY, 21 EMA on Qs. Looking for a spot to hold and want to go long for a tight risk reward. It is here. Personally, I think you get ranked over, but the internals have been weak since the market has opened.
CC, remember talking about that yesterday?
Yeah, that's
Price was just ripping.
Dude, so that's what I just mentioned a few minutes ago. So I said SPY setting up for the same exact thing it did yesterday. It dumped pre-market, it popped back up. We get the move to the high at 10 o'clock. Look at the 10 o'clock candle yesterday. That's where I took the short on SPY. And it retraced it all the way back down. And then it came back down to the trend line support. SPY, 10 a.m. What did it do? It ripped back up at the top of the zone where it should be checked at 585. We just pulled straight back down to the trend line. The difference is yesterday it held and we ripped higher. So that's what I'm saying. Like if you want to go long, this is the spot to do it. But personally, I mean, I think it's going to break, but I'm also a little bit more biased because I'm in puts. But this morning was like this morning's price action, the internals, everything on SPY that I was seeing, it was setting up for the exact same price action from yesterday. I mean, that was a sniper short entry, and I do not want this trend line and this equilibrium zone to hold. I want it to fail. SPY higher time frame. I just think look how the weekly candle's setting up right now on SPY.
The daily just looks like back test and follow through day to me.
Exactly, yeah. And I mean we're overextended. The weekly EMAs on SPY, the 9 and 21, they're all the way down to like 586.
Here we go.
Like I think it would be healthy to see the pullback and then continuation long. But the higher time frame for me is a short right now.
If we get over this 247 with strength, I'm trimming here, by the way.
Nice.
I got to. Oh. Hello? Nothing. What about you?
That's a trend line test right there with SPY and the back test. So
Yeah, so I don't like how we didn't hold that 247, 254 area. I think there's possibility that they drain it. I still have a little bit, but I did trim over half.
Where's the trend line bounce? Can you not hold and break it down for me?
Yeah, I was just saying the way that we're not holding above 47 to 54 is not looking good.
Do you want to go and take a short with me?
That was funny.
Hey, must be the money.
Jordan,
Yes,
you're
sir?
doing the Instagram, right?
Yeah.
Couple recommendations. One, always need to have a photo on, like a photo for Instagram, especially. So it's not just the text. And then also you should try combining them together into one thing and do a carousel post.
Gotcha.
And you're better off
More of
posting
those.
like 5 or 6 in one and doing that as opposed to like the single reel.
Yeah.
Can you say
When you do
carousel
it-
again?
Carousel.
Dude, if I don't post this stuff without photos though, I don't know if I'll have any content.
Include it in a carousel then, and you can just do
I'll
the
have to do it
first.
now.
And
Okay.
then you can also just include a random photo with it too. It could be like a chart, it could be
Heard that.
Tip I had, like on the text-based ones where you didn't post it on X with the photo, but to add one, drag down so you have a big blank space up top, and then take your screenshot of that, and then save a photo from Google Images on your phone, and then in the editor,
I get you.
throw the
Yeah,
photo up top.
I get you.
I just use Canva. Canva.
Yeah, that's smart.
I actually might even be able to get you on mine, but yeah, do
No
that.
worries.
That works. Combine them together, and then also those like videos you're doing, like talking, I think we'll end up doing the best.
Yeah, I'm gonna do.
We'll talk. I have some ideas.
Wolf trading. Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
I think around doing once we get live streams going, that makes it a little easier to just turn that pretty swiftly into that type of content.
Agreed.
Those SPY QQQ charts should be at the top of spaces. It is going to show the strong high right there with the Lux Algo price action concept indicator, and then a 585 level along with that purple squiggly line. That is the 200 EMA. So again, 3 things lined up right there for the short. See the equilibrium zone down below, and the 583 level, and the trend line all right there where SPY is currently sitting and bouncing. So it's literally from the top right there. Risk reward's great for the shorts. Pull back, hit target. This is a great long spot in my opinion.
Oh, there we go.
So I mean, so far it's working out beautifully, but that is what I saw on those SPY cues there.
Tesla, break its structure over or pi, new high date.
Yeah, it's holding quite nicely. Pivot point rejection so far on NQ. VWAP and EMAs on ES. I just think ES is going to drag it.
So that's the thing. So if you look at the Q's chart, Q is not down to the equilibrium zone or the trend line. So it still needs to pull back a little bit more, which will probably lead SPY to break and go down to that order block where it says PDL, previous day low, you have the order block at 581.80. I think if SPY breaks and pulls down there, Qs will then be sitting on its trend line, but now SPY is below it. So SPY and ES can drag it down and eventually break that trend line on Qs.
Sounds good. I'll keep an eye on that.
SPY just closed another doji candle on the 5-minute below EMAs, but above trend line.
Yeah.
So the 5-minute on Qs was a nice pop off to 21.
Qs looks a little bit better than SPY.
Yeah, so it's the same thing yesterday morning. When I was looking to go short in the mornings, I was only gonna do SPY, and then I said if I'm gonna long, I'm gonna flip over to the Qs, and it's literally the exact same thing today. If you want to go short anything, I think SPY and ES is the best way to go. If you want to try longs, I would not be looking at SPY and ES to take those longs. I would absolutely be looking at QQQ and NQ. Uh-oh. There's a baby. Screaming.
There has been a baby the entire time, just so we're on the same page.
Dude, there's 3 babies out
You're
there.
just good at tuning it out, though.
That's funny. I barely even hear it.
I'm not surprised.
I'm accustomed to it.
This is a parent here.
It's funny when you're like at a play place and you like recognize your kid's scream.
Do you know what we
versus anyone
need?
else's.
Wolf Trading needs a condom sponsorship.
You think so?
I think it might sell. That would be awesome.
Is Jordy getting busy down there or something? What's going on?
I mean, no, it's a joke because of all the kids crying in the background.
Hey, Em, did you ever go to Condom World while you were down here in Puerto Rico? That's cool.
Yes, sir. I'm a married man.
Yeah.
I love my wife. Just in case she's listening.
SPY under trend line.
You are a good man.
I did see that place though. I was like, whoa.
Apparently Kate's been in there. I don't know.
That's where Kate went and got a massage, right?
That's where it was, yeah.
Pizza City, that's my spot.
Pizza City. It's a good Margie's.
I honestly just want to go back to Puerto Rico just to go to Pizza City.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even care about the beach. ES and SPY look absolutely awful right here.
Yes, SPY does look like dog shit.
Hey, we're just slightly red on SPY. The data tells me it's 75% chance to close red. Like, I don't know. There's some other data points that kind of make this a little choppy, but I think that's the main one I'm going to pay attention to today. IWM's also coming down.
All right. Those SPY puts, they are back up $130 per contract gain here.
My man.
Let's go.
So,
My man.
Here we go. SPY's breaking trend line. It's going to go down here, hit PDL, and that is going to bring Qs down to its trend line. Now, when Qs gets down to the trend line equilibrium zone near 514.2, that's going to be the test. SPY will be hitting previous day low. Qs that trend line. If that gives, I think that's going to start the decent move down that we can see. The one thing I don't want to see today is chop. That's the one thing I do not want to see.
Right? Yeah, I agree.
Gosh, like if the Bulls are gonna, slap the Bears in the face and they're gonna rip it down or rip it up off the support when it comes down here and set the new highs later on, fantastic. Or the Bears, if they can overtake this spot, extend it lower, and we downtrend and break pre-market lows, I think that's fantastic. I just do not want it to not do either of those two things. And by the end of the day, we're just back to 583.
Yeah, that would suck.
And 515 on QQQ by market close.
Tesla 3-minute is printing bearish divergence 2 candles ago and is breaking intraday trend line down. It is also rejecting the there's an SR flip zone right here on Tesla at 343 down to 341.50 from the previous what is it, like last week's price action that started. Even just from Monday, this was Monday's high. They did an SR flip on Tuesday. They held it yesterday. This is the first time it's back testing that zone since breaking it down from the flush yesterday. SPY underneath EMAs and VWAP, Qs still holding EMAs and VWAP.
Yeah, it's still holding it, but
Previous day low stat pinned to the next.
I feel like we're loading a bearish wedge right now. Just subjectively looking at the chart. If we take these highs, then we could see upside. But it looks like we could be wedging downward for a little bit.
I think it's divergence is nasty.
Yeah, higher time frame, I'm still bullish. So it's a little, I'm just going to sit on my hands for a little bit.
The QQQ is holding VWAP.
yeah. Interesting little chop spot here. I'm trying to figure out a direction. The last 20.
I think it's a chop. I think it's a big, I don't think it's trendy. I think, you sell beneath the highs and you buy at overnight lows, like 580, 150 and 586, 585. I think we're going to stay in between that range. And then 511, 512 in Qs and 515, 16. We're in the middle here. It's hard.
Filled.
I'm short. All right, nice.
That's short, Frank.
Filled.
And there goes the covers.
That's a little bit of a cover. Yeah. Cover the third. A rocket low.
Filled.
Damn, Frank.
Well, it took me a little while to get straight here. I was down a little bit.
Look at that entry he just hit for that short, and that
Yeah.
candle just retraced back down the VWAP.
It's rejected the pivot point
Just
3
top,
times.
he just top it like a 56-point move that happened in 5 seconds. It's hilarious.
Oh, that's awesome.
That timing was impeccable.
Break it down for
Oh my God.
You have any left, Frank?
What's that?
Yeah, I'm short third.
Okay.
Absolutely.
absolute animal.
Yeah, I was short 30 and I'm short 10.
That was some dirty work right there.
I was short 12. I just got 3 left.
Yeah, we're in the same spot. Yep.
That was a back test of the EMAs and trend line on SPY.
Look at this.
Wow,
Just
Look at
sitting on
this.
this 21.
But Q's, yeah,
Yeah.
Start here. Yeah, I'm gonna get stopped at the bounce.
Q's is above.
This is
21.
interesting.
You kidding me?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, paper.
Good morning.
Short again.
You are? I literally just took one, but I'm watching this little order block here at like the 82s.
Oh, we shorted the high this morning at 10 a.m.
Oh, nice. I was still getting
I
ready.
did too, but I got ran over twice, so I don't know if that counts or not. But I'm green, so it does.
Never give
I
up.
did get run over twice, absolutely ran over on the way up, but I nailed that spot. Paper, did you see the pre-market just chop on QQQ right on the level?
Yeah. I'm actually looking. I don't know if you saw my note this morning in the server. It's like, this really could go either way. It looks like impulsive, maybe upside. I might close this short here. But the back half of the day is still kind of in question. My finger is on the trigger to close.
Well, GameStop popping, so market should go down. Testy's about to make a new high.
Back testing 583. If this candle closes above 583, you're going to have a 5-minute reversal off that area right there. If it rejects it, it's...
Yeah, this is my pivot, like literally right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My puts are most likely still green as long as SPY stays underneath 586.2 today.
Flat.
Energy and oil are weak today.
Almost every other sector, if you look at the heat map, like nothing's really that
Banks
great.
banks are at the lows.
Yeah, like it's like tech. Tesla's looking decent. Google, obviously, Microsoft, green. Palantir. Oh, Jesus, Palantir. What?
Yeah.
Dude, but
Yeah.
Google's is just looking like squeezy. I don't know that I believe it.
Very squeezy.
It's very impulsive and then pulling back. I'm like,
But if you look
creating
at
lots
every
of
other
fair values.
sector, just look at health, look at finance, look at energy,
Yeah.
transportation, like every other sector, utilities is blood red.
Well, okay, so like diamonds, IWM, very red. Or like,
Yes.
but Qs, like QQQ, definite divergence. This is third attempt right here. I'm
We've been
not
talking about
breaking
this
it.
divergence all morning. It's insane.
Yeah.
The internals are looking the same as yesterday, which are out of whack compared to
Completely out of whack.
what the price. Oh, look at that short again, Frank, at the same
Yep.
spot.
Yeah.
Right there on SPY. It's the same back test, and they just point straight back to the same
Oh, I meant to
spot
do
again.
that earlier.
And QQQ back to go up. Look at those upper wicks.
Like Paper texted me this morning. He said 578 SPY. That's what he told me.
Yes. One.
No, that was like 2 weeks ago, bro.
Hell yes.
I sent the puts in the chat, but they're for July.
I know. I questioned
Mine are for
you. I
June.
was like, "Are we still holding?" And you're like, "Yeah, honey."
I'm in June 2570s.
Yeah. I long did 19 and I just closed it at 34. I mean, Frank is right. You literally could just play it up and down here just until it obviously breaks.
Back and forth.
Yeah, no, literally. I mean,
This is consolidation. Something's gonna break.
oh yeah, no, of course.
The real long was the Indiana Pacers last night.
I mean, only with 2 minutes left, down 14. Let's be real.
Oh, if that was on Robinhood,
You played 994 to 0 odds on that.
that's all M's fault.
There was an ESPN stat they showed. It was 90. Was it 99.8% chance of victory with like 3.5 minutes left?
Oh yeah, that PLTY dividend payment is insane.
Oh, bro, we talked about that yesterday. $7 payout.
I know. Did it hit my account yet? I took a screenshot. I woke up at 5 o'clock this morning and I saw that. I was like, oh my god. I was getting PLTY, YMAG, YMAX, and XDTE, but I saw PLTY say $7. I was like, no way. I wonder if they use AUM to pay that because it's down $5 today. So let me go check. My shares are definitely red. Let's see. Yeah, so my shares are down 6%. So I'm down $70, but I just got paid whatever 15 times 7 is. Let me do quick math. 15 times 7 is like 105. Yeah. So
Well,
down
$7 payment on a $60-something, $67 or whatever the share price is a huge distribution.
Yeah. So my average cost is like $67. It's at 62.64. So this morning I'm down $70.15, but I should be getting $105 in dividends. Insane membrane.
Wow, dude, these bears, they just suck.
Dude, except for, well,
Look,
whatever happened
they've been in
yesterday.
hibernation. Okay, they're still stretching out, getting woken up. It's been a long winter.
It's been a long winter.
Look, even Snowflake is up, so the bears are like waking up.
I mean, we said Bucky was going to buck the trend.
Oh my God, they took shorted Walmart and him.
Oh, what a douche.
I know, but he's green on both trades.
Yeah.
Oh man, and now he's short Hood.
Who is?
Wow, he said fuck you to knots. He said fuck you to now he's saying fuck you to paper. He's shorting everybody. And he's longing AMD. What is wrong with this guy?
There's nothing
That
wrong
means
with
the market's going down then. That's what he's like. He's literally inversing everything.
Maybe that's why he took AMD calls. He's like, if I take AMD calls, everything will die, so I'll just go short, all the other ones.
AMD has had multiple red days in a row.
I know. And I was talking about this morning, I want a long Apple too, but I just can't.
I do as well.
If I long Apple, I gotta have time.
Oh yeah, it's 2026's.
It just filling that daily gap breaker too.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Hoodie looks like a fat short right here on the daily, and a double top on the weekly, almost to the penny.
Okay, we're gonna try to breach.
I mean, it's the biggest pivot at 65.
66.91. It hit 66.89 by 2 pennies.
Oh, you know what? Did Apple fill that? Almost, basically.
Yeah, that's like
198.
I know. I want it to go lower, reclaim, and then watch the bull step in, and then I'll long it. With some time, I felt like if I did it now, it would chop sideways and then go lower, stop me out, and then right after that, it would come back. That is 1, 2. This is the third candle on SPY to reject the underside of the trend line at 583. Qs, here we go. Coming down to.
Yeah, we're gonna try to go down.
All right. So Qs is about to hit the trend line and equilibrium. Here it is. Right
There we go.
Here it is. All right, they failed this.
Volume point of control and VWAP here.
Just careful, yeah. It's not over yet.
No, but if you're short from the highs up here on SPY and Qs, this is another trim spot.
Yep.
Yeah, this is exactly the right trend.
There it is. Qs just hit it. All right. Now let's see.
Volume point of control and VWAP right here. If we break below, we die.
Come on.
Oh shit. Mortal Kombat. Finish him.
puts are still at 755 for 620. I want to see over $8. I might join Bishop though on this hoodie short.
What strike did he take?
I think he did 60s for.
Oh.
Is that bad?
Let me see.
June 20th.
June 20th.
That's what I just took.
Yeah, he did. He did.
There's the break.
That's the
He
one.
did 60s for June 20th. Yeah.
There we go.
There it is.
Pull the
All right.
keeper. Previous day's low.
Previous day low.
Pull the keeper. Oh, I like that hoodie short actually a lot.
I know. I'm literally got the option pulled up and about to join him.
That looks good.
You guys suck.
No, you know it looks good.
I'm not gonna lie. I see it.
You don't want to see it, but you see it.
To see you short on something you're long, like equity.
Yeah, right. All right, here we go. Let's go.
All right, I'm gonna trim another and strike
Raider.
here.
Just Raider it.
Wait, you guys did 60 for June?
Yeah, they're at $3.
Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna take
He
it.
got him at 290, I think. All right. Another trim spot here on SPY for these puts.
Correct.
Let's go.
I'm entering that myself.
Now 580 and then 578 today on SPY. We can do it. Come on, Bears.
Come on, I want 140 on NQ next.
All right. Yeah.
I'm going slow a day, baby.
Oh, I definitely want low day.
We want way more than low day.
I can't see
Look at your
going
daily
fast,
spy
but-
chart. The literal high was the back test rejection 585.
I'm gonna go ahead and say
SR. Take us down to the trend line, to the 200 day, to the edge of the gap, whatever you want.
be under 510.
That seems probable.
To be exact,
I have 508.
508.86.
Yeah. 508 on QQQ gap fill, and then I have 504.
Yeah.
503.50 actually.
I think if we believe today, Q's is 508.86 at least, SPY is 578. That is first big target downside.
There we go. 53 lots just sold on NQ. Stop them out.
I'm in that hood short myself.
I appreciate you, Dash. Appreciate
The river going down swinging.
I'll read off two levels. I just want you guys' opinion. I have their inverse fabric, yeah, we're going to be testing into that we expanded from 845, and we're also trading back into a 15-minute breaker block on the so depending if we take both of those, I definitely believe we're going to take price much lower than March 3rd.
It could all change here or hold like here, right here.
These PDFs are pretty strong, so the market will choose, but I mean, I'm trying to see what I can stack.
I'd like to see ES take the low a day real quick.
I know I'm watching.
What's us do there?
Okay.
I grabbed the short here at 202, small.
they'll push it up a little bit higher right here.
Yeah, no, I have buys. I mean, I have shorts at 220 as well, which are about to.
There it is. There's previous day low order block straight back to 583 on spot.
Ooh.
Look at that. But every time we're calling out these spots where we're taking trims on the short, there's a reason behind it. That's where the bulls are lying in wait at those areas.
I added here at 238. My stop is going to be just over 251. My average is 224.
And these bulls are relentless.
It's a decent reaction to orb high on this. It doesn't set up for chop.
On ES, we're respecting the adversary value gap from pre-market. We would consider consequently twice before
the entire range today too.
Look at the volume that came in there when SPY hit PDL. 1.2 million volume came in. Right when that area got tested, QQQ, about the same. 1.8 million came in right at that spot. But for the person that said this morning, like Apple looking for a long, and I was like telling you, try the long, and that thing's not going to do a damn thing. Look at Apple this morning. Doesn't care.
We may just want to take liquidity from this 15 breaker. I mean, watch this absolutely gap down, but
There you go, BK, little INTC headline.
Look at that 10-minute candle setup on Qs.
What is that headline just came out?
Yeah.
US to sell
44 billion,
7-year note, and 70 billion for 5-year note. Intel, that looks more like a press release. That's, look how good our product is, than a headline.
I do have NQES 5-minute SMT as well.
Really hoping they take that internal low.
Yeah, I have 8:30 to 9:55, 5-minute candles on both NQ and ES. Give them a look. We're also inverse on a 15-minute inverse for value gap, so that could be some fuel I'm looking for.
Agreed.
Broadcom, one of the names I've been watching, that flirting with new high day here. Micron new high day.
Old Kansas City Fed. JP Morgan to lend more than $7 billion for open AI data center. How many long ideas does Josh Brown give out?
Oh, it is like a new one every time he goes on.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this guy.
Whoever does his makeup backstage probably is a billionaire, buying calls, scalping them.
Yeah. You see that television, you go out there and read it.
right back to the same spot.
Dude, if they rip it off here, it's gonna be new high a day, and it's gonna be the exact same setup from yesterday, which is some bullshit. But on the bright side, it dumped on the back half of the day, so if it did that again, it'd be cool.
Google is just kind of circling.
Say it.
A short. Broadcom new high.
Tessie
Well, I didn't
rejects
want,
right here.
I don't want to
the
call
shoulders.
Google a bleeder because it's not a bleeder, but it kind of is.
Well, it's not over yesterday's high at this very second anymore.
Correct.
Oh, is Google dumping?
No, I mean, look, it's down $4 from the highs. So, maybe.
Oh, let's go. Yeah, my short zone was up there at 176.45. Where's that?
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's a nice zone.
I know. 170. Let me see. Pull up on Weevil. Yeah, I was talking about it earlier.
My short zone was 176.77. Oh, wow. I'm just,
Damn. What a sniper.
yeah, I'm just kidding. I'm just fucking.
Yeah, the break over 175 into the zone, the top of it, I have 176.45. It is. See, now I have to go back and figure out why do I have this level. This is the gap fill from, it's an SR flip spot from December 2024. December 9th, 2024 to be exact, was the first time I decided to put that level on this chart.
Hey guys, if you jump down to the 1 minute on MNQ, if we completely ignore PA objectively, does this look like AMD? Accumulation, manipulation, distribution?
A little bit to me up on the lower time frame as well as aligning that with the higher time frame.
Yeah, like we just pump the short down into this 15-minute breaker could be a little
I
manipulation.
don't think that ES low can get taken though.
Yeah, too. I want the clean S&T.
Yeah. I agree.
Your 30-minute SPX is setting up a swing failure pattern based on these wicks. That confirms over 58.58.
Oh, I see it. Yeah. You have potential. Yeah. You have a double bottom on the SPY, but if it rejects the 583.75 level from this morning again, right here, you would have a head and shoulders as well. I see that. It's crazy that 1055 candle on QQQ, you have the equilibrium zone there marked with that trend line, went down below it, bull stepped in, reclaimed it, they closed it back above it, and back above EMAs again. Vol D is moving higher, ticks above the zero line, ADD is moving higher, fix coming a little bit lower. One thing that looks like a long right now is Amazon.
Amazon?
Yeah, the daily is setting up and holding very nicely. The 1 hour is a squeeze to the upside.
Oh, it's on the 200 day.
On the daily chart?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yesterday's exact lower wick and basically today's are 200 day.
Yep. I almost took the call adjusted out for 200 psych level at the open on the drop, but look at this Broadcom daily chart. Oh my god. What is this? Look at this level. Look at this 228. Yeah, that looks like a fat long on Amazon hourly chart. You got a break of structure to the upside. You got RSI increasing, MACD bullish, TTM squeeze is in the hourly, moving to the upside. It just has resistance at 203.50. If it breaks that, then it gets to move higher.
Damn, we doing nothing.
I don't know, do you sell a credit spread yet?
Funny enough, I was just about to say I'm about to.
Yeah, I'm about to look at them both right now.
Let me check. I don't know which direction I want to do though. So it may be CONDOR. Caw-caw.
Let's see.
Let's see, indeed. Okay.
I don't want it to be too late, but I can't do too close on SPY because we break down. I wanted to go to 578. I don't have 5 or 6. I don't know if I can. I can do 575 right now for 5.
Ooh, I might have a tour for you. Too wide.
Choose. I want to do. I can't do 5. I mean, I could do 508.
All right, ready?
What you got? You're gonna do a $2 wide spread on Qs.
Yeah. So
You're gonna do 507, 505, and you're gonna do 522, 524.
you know me too well. That was actually perfect.
Was it?
That was perfect. 0.12, 35 contracts to start. If we start to go up a little bit, I'll add another 15.
I've learned from one of the best.
Yeah, I got about 94% on each side, delta of 5 to 6 on each side. So, yeah.
We're like 2 peas in a pod.
I mean, we haven't gotten under 511 on Qs in days. We haven't. Yesterday, our high was 523. Previous day high was 520.85, and I don't think we're gonna get over like 518.50 today if we do go higher. So, giving myself an extra couple dollars there. And I definitely don't think we retrace all of yesterday's move getting to that 523. So safety on that side. That's how I'm doing it.
Oil's getting a little pop. It looks like a Senate passed the ban on California's ban on gas-only cars.
SPY rejected 583.75 zone. If this next candle just closed back underneath the 21 EMA, pulls back down.
There we go.
It's gonna create that right shoulder for a head and shoulders. So another great short spot there.
Look at that 15-minute shooting star on ES.
Shoot it.
Let me see. Oh man, if that 15-minute does pull back down, that shooting star is going to turn to an evening star overall. it's got to fail and pull all the way back down, like low 5 degrees at least.
Say you are.
A shooting star.
Let's go.
And short right here.
Oh, look at that short spot on spot for the head and shoulders. Come on. You know, for some bullshit chop, I'll tell you what.
All right, we had a little power play there, but now
We're still
Did my spread. I'm going to step away for a little bit here. I will be back.